doors have opened. The timer has started. Welcome to your weekly dose of post-apocalyptic mayhem. In the year 2115, a Penance RPG production.
Welcome to episode 21 of 2115. Nearly difficult to say. Who are you, what are you, and what's your thoughts on the whale? Starting with Susie.
Hi, I'm Susie Q. I play Dr. Frances Stein, the inventive, technomancing halfling with poor impulse control. And her thoughts on the whale, if I remember correctly, she wrote these down in a note to her friend Dr. Lothario, and it was, "I took your stuff and I'm gonna make it work." So, yes, the whale is an avenue to yet be explored. That sounds really dodgy when you say it like that. Moving swiftly on.
Next is Dragon.
Hello, I am playing Irawaz, non-binary Aqua Gelf, based on elves and tuna. And their thoughts on the whale is that they need to find a new plentiful source of fish.
Alright, next is Lottie.
Hello, I'm Amy. I'm playing Lottie. She is a fearless half-human. And she's kind of looking at the whale going, if the doc didn't want it, I'd eat it. We'd have whale meat for life. But the dog wants it, so she's going to keep an eye on it.
I'm also thinking of the size of the whale's teeth. I'm not sure which of you would win.
Plus the whale is in the water.
Yeah, this is true.
But for how long?
For how long? Well, he's in there with some rope and harpoons.
What? That? Oh, you want this whale? Oh, okay, fine. I'll look after it. Maybe.
Happy whale. So, Tom.
Hi, floating music man, Roomba. Thoughts on the whale are slight confusion, but sort of kind of appreciative that I've found a fellow music appreciator, you know? But still slightly confused because he doesn't seem to appreciate music quite the same way that I do, so I'm still not entirely certain how to best, get through to him, I guess.
Welcome to so many high school arguments.
Yeah.
Alright, apparently we're going to get an index in a minute, but until she turns up, Mallory.
Hello, I am Trikico Theta, and I was out having my, tire pressure checked, and now there's a whale. I have yet to process the whale.
Fun. So, what happened last week?
We rescued a whale
We raided a lab.
and rescued a whale.
We discovered a source of music
And rescued a whale.
and rescued a whale.
And
Raided a
avoided
lab.
being blown up
Incinerated.
or incinerated.
And the doctor got to steal the research of her rival.
Yes! Which is the whale. I don't know what he was doing with it. I don't know what his plans were. I don't know where any of this was going, but I'm going to figure it out.
It was a fairly good day after we
Was.
worked out how to shut off the self-destruct.
Yeah. That was lucky. Should not have pressed that button.
No.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it wasn't very tempting.
music.
In fairness,
We know you like
did ignore the note saying do not engage the whale.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think that means no one should propose marriage to it.
Mm-hmm.
That seems a reasonable interpretation.
I had my MOT. It was all right,
Oh, hurrah. Alright. So,
but I should probably get my brakes checked soon.
You've just had your MOT. Did they not check your brakes then?
They said they were okay for now, but I should keep an eye on them.
So, after last week, you returned the whale to your base. We'll start this week with the whale continuing, and Irwaz has been trying to find a source of fish for the whale, and as they are speaking to the whale returns with, "Recently I've been fed crab."
Oh. I see.
It's very crunchy.
What size were the crab?
Well, what size are crabs?
Well,
It would depend on the species of crab.
they can go between little ones like this, and she kind of turns her hands into a ball, or they can get huge, like the size of this pool.
That's a very big crab.
It would be.
And
Very big indeed.
we'll just have Rowan's intro into the point. So, Rowan?
Introduction, I'm guessing?
Yep, introduction, and what's your thoughts on the crab?
On the whale.
Yes, the whale. Sorry, we're talking about crab.
Whale.
It's about the whale. Bloody whale.
Let me just check my mic. It's on the right setting. Yes, it
Very
is.
Really
clear.
good.
Very
yeah.
Very smooth.
Yep,
Yeah.
definite an advert
That's
for
good.
snowball microphones.
Loud and clear.
Like and subscribe. Hi, I'm Rowan. I'm playing Index, a little lab rat. Actual rat. Index is currently just woken up from a terrifying fever dream in which she was a care worker in Portsmouth.
Bit too close to reality.
My thoughts on the whale? Free Willy. End SeaWorld.
Right, well, we'll cut back to the crab. Crab? To the
Whale.
whale-eating crab.
Or the crab-eating whale.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
So, Irwaz asked the whale what sort of size it was. Was the crab my sort of size? Or was it smaller than me?
And the whale just seems to be looking at you. After a couple of seconds, it goes,
If you sort of crouch down, it'll be about your size.
Right, okay. Well, that rules out one of the sources of crabs that I know of. Which is good, because they're really big and they're quite scary. So,
How can they be scary? They're very crunchy.
because their claws are very, very big. So they're snappy claws. One of the crabs
Claws. I
Those-
should get some claws.
Oh, but your teeth are very impressive already.
But imagine claws.
and it gently, flaps its flippers really slowly at the side.
He's right. Imagine claws. Just imagine claws.
Your
I'm just
was
gonna take out and
silently
clean-
hoping that the doctor hasn't overheard this.
I was going to say the doctor is standing there imagining claws.
I'm gonna take out mine and file them.
So Irwaz is backing off, and they say, I shall try and find you some crabs.
Hooray.
And just kind of look at
Can
everyone else.
you put the music back on?
Oh,
Yeah.
In a wee minute, Mr. Whale. Mr. Whale. So, Dr. Lothario, you know, the one with
Yes?
the grass seed. What was he like, what kind of things did you and he do?
He kept trying to get me to swallow a mop.
A mop?
He said he wanted to put electronics in my stomach.
Right.
It's like Dr. Lothario.
Did he explain what he wanted these, electronics to do?
Something about organic deep sea diving.
Ah, I see. And
Ha!
did
Get it?
he open
I
up your...
see.
Well done, Tam. I do.
Yay!
Even I didn't make that joke.
It was a good one, though. And the doctor sort of standing there with our hands kind of interlinked. And it's like, At any point, did he give you an injection or tablet that made you, like, super sleepy, and then maybe when you woke up you had a bit of a headache?
Now you mention it, that happened several times.
Marvelous! So the doctor would like to run to her lab and fetch her tech scanner.
Okay.
And then
Oh, she's onto something.
get Index, who I believe has the highest electronic. Am I correct?
I do.
A 5. And get her to tech scan the whale for implants, particularly ones in the brain. So my friend Index here, she's just going to give you a little scan, Mr. Whale, and then Tam Tam will play you some really fun music, so long as you don't eat Index. She would taste terrible and not be worth
I'm
picking out your
all
teeth.
ears.
Yeah, not worth picking out your teeth.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's true.
It's
Yes.
true, but it's also sad.
It's great.
Hey.
Nice.
Scan over the whale. There's definitely some sort of technology in its head, and there's definitely some sort of technology around its sort of midpoint, and there's a small technology sense around the tail. Which one do you want to look at first?
Suppose the head one.
Alright,
Start beginning.
alright. How are you going to examine this? Are you just going to... Basically, what are you going to do to examine this whale's head?
I mean, the doctor can
Guess we
fetch
take a
equipment.
look. Observation.
Really dramatic surgery scene.
Are you going to perform surgery on the
Like-
whale?
Something out of ER.
I can't see that going any way but badly.
No.
The doctor, upon hearing this, would then perhaps ask Tam Tam,
Yes.
thinking about it, to, I mean, can you scan all wavelengths of radio and transmissions and things like that?
I mean, a big old chunk. Remember how you hooked me up to the Wi-Fi or whatever it was for the
Yes.
fluffy thing?
Yeah.
Yes. So could you use your connection with the whale to maybe figure out if he's transmitting anything?
I can certainly try. What would I be rolling here?
Roll electronics.
Use it.
Oh, beans.
I don't think you have any electron. Do you want me
That
to
is-
help?
That is correct.
You
I have
just roll
0.
it. You don't plus 0.
Would you like me to hook you up to the whale to see what you can
Yes,
fix?
that might be useful because, I mean, there's a reason why I
does the whale
came
have
to
a
you.
jackpot?
Can we look for the examine? I mean, he's got a blowhole.
Roll electronics to find jackpot. There we go.
Does the whale have a 3.5
Nice,
millimeter jack?
24.
On the
Perfect.
back of it, on the back of its head section, there is a small flap of skin that seems to be removable, and under there seems to be several electronic ports.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
Jack me in.
Attach Tam Tam.
Run a scan, Tam Tam.
All right, let's see
What happens? I don't know why, but I'm getting Pokemon vibes here.
All right,
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
you
Tam
plug
Tam's not
into
playing
the
that
whale,
theme tune.
and as you're sort of whirring away happily to yourself, everyone else hears the sound of whirring, and then through the whale's blowhole, this massive radio mast starts rising up inside the whale.
I'm so
Oh
confused.
my god, that's amazing.
Can it still breathe?
Is it in
It doesn't seem
hideous
panicked at the
agony?
moment, so
The whale's not in pain, right? The whale isn't in pain from this.
no, it seems completely it's just sort of happily bobbing there.
Okay, that's fine then.
It seems like some South Park pilot episode shit.
It's not a
Yeah.
satellite dish, Barry, it's a radio mast.
It seems like classic Penance RPG.
It reminded me more of the Teletubbies and how the windmill comes up out the ground or something. Whatever it was.
You had us concerned for a second. I was wondering what Teletubbies you were watching.
Okay, so this radio mast has come out.
Everyone starts hearing it. It's really loud, pinging over and over and over again.
Is it sonar?
Kind of, but it's very loud. You can hear it at this point, and the whale goes,
It started again. This is going to bring on the headache.
Oh no. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Sorry,
Turn it
Actually,
off.
don't want
Can
to
we
turn
figure
it off.
out how to turn it off?
can we
Figure out what it's
if
transmitting.
volume?
Yeah, what is it transmitting? Is it just sonar? Who's the science person?
well, Tanta's
Science-
plugged into the
scientists.
whale, so... You got engineering?
No. There's a reason why I went to Index for my upgrades.
This is why Tam Tam needs a computer interface.
Can
This
I,
is-
I've got 2+ in engineering.
This is
also
why
have to
I need
engineering.
Index. The only the major reason why I needed Index was because I was just a rumba with no knowledge of how to improve
Nice.
myself.
With my rolls tonight.
Nice.
As you sort of look at the whale itself, you notice that the eyes have started to glow slightly golden around the pupil.
Guys,
I don't think whales normally do that.
it's a yellow submarine, obviously. Sonar, yellow eyes. Ah? Ah?
The doctor's
Would any of us
I'm
get
like
this
expression.
reference?
because
Because I feel like the Beatles was probably a couple, like 170 years ago.
I grew up on the Beatles film, so
Yeah, but also
meant
that wasn't
Index.
170 years ago.
I would have, because I've
No,
got
it
a
was
song
like
called
50.
Yellow Submarine in my files, but...
Yeah,
so maybe I...
listeners don't know the reference.
Oh, goddamn. Alright, fine. Let me rephrase.
This
okay,
is
where was
quite
I? Oh, yeah.
clearly a whale. It is not a vessel.
This is like that song I have on file, Yellow Submarine, with yellow eyes and a sonar. Perhaps there is a submarine inside the whale. There you go. That better?
Ooh,
Oh,
that
okay.
sounds uncomfortable.
Question.
Hmm?
How big is this whale? Could we feasibly fit inside it?
It looks big enough that if you were actually inside it, like 2 people could be actually inside it, yes.
But
What
there's-
about 2 people and a tricycle?
I'm gonna go get like a torch. Do I have some sort of torch?
Mm-hmm.
And get the
Wait,
whale
do you mean
open up his
torches and
mouth as
lights?
wide as he can.
Do you mean torches in light or torches in like...
Flashlight.
torch? Right.
No, a flashlight. A flashlight, as in to look down.
Just throw a glow
The,
stick
the
down
whale's
it.
gullet.
Can Urwas use their like first aid and knowledge of living underwater to try and work out how this sort of thing might actually be affecting the whale?
Sure.
Like, they still have to feed it, so there's clearly still some biological processing going on.
Mhm.
So, can I try and have a look at how this is like balancing out?
Mm-hmm. Do a roll for first aid, and we'll see if you see anything.
No.
Natural 1, no. You go around the front and look and follow the doctor as she's sort of scanning the whale's gullet with her light. And all you hear is this whale go,
Do you have to do that? It's quite uncomfortable.
Yes, stop talking.
We're
What I
making
see.
sure you're okay.
Yeah. What I see looking down is open mouth.
you just see your standard whale throat, really.
Can
Excuse
we
me,
scan the
whale.
belly?
Has anybody ever been inside you and
That's
used
a bit
you?
of a personal question.
Have
Waiting
you
for that.
ever carried? Have you ever carried anybody?
Well, they
In
did talk about putting
the sea.
a hatch in me
Oh, whereabouts was that?
on my back.
Can I?
Wobble side to side.
Can I climb atop the whale and find a hatch?
Yep. Roll awareness. Natural. There's a lot of natural 20s tonight. Yeah,
We're
so
doing
you
well.
Go to the top of the whale. You sort of look around the skin and you find again a piece that sort of rolls back of the skin, and beneath it seems to be a very solid-looking metal hatch.
Can I try and open it?
We've got a fucking submarine.
It might just be like a safe, you know?
It could be a safe.
Another safe. How many have we got now?
You try and open it, but it doesn't seem to want to open from just, lifting the hatch.
Someone needs strength.
It seems a bit stuck.
It might
Say, whale,
Oh, doctor.
shout your name and then transmorph and see if it opens. And then I turn into a tricycle by mistake.
Nice.
Oh no.
You are very strange.
Please, just do it. It is important.
Oh, I suppose I could try.
It emits a sort of guttural, still annoying.
Transform.
And it just
No,
bobs
that's
there in the
copyrighted.
What was the word I had to say then, Barry?
Transmorph.
Oh, sorry.
Transmorph.
And it just bobs there in the water, nothing happens.
It was worth a try.
Can the doctor have a look at the hatch?
Yep. It seems to have a simple electronic keypad to open it.
Index!
Am I still plugged in?
Yes.
Okay, right.
You're happily sort of bopping around playing Yellow Submarine.
Ah, yeah.
Let me see if I can hack in, I guess. Hey!
Yep, after about 10 minutes of poking around with the keys, you've managed to crack the code and it opens. As it opens, you realise that there's a very solid steel interior. It looks like someone has basically filled a whale with this very moulded steel interior and managed to go around the organs and stomach and stuff.
How much room is there in that?
I'm going in.
Space?
I would also like to wheel into the... Sort of just fall in, I guess, down the ladder.
Alright.
I'm just gonna circle the whale, just like curious, be very curious,
shape.
and then,
Sorry, go on. Interrupted.
like stand and just keep an eye on the hatch. Keep
Right.
the hatch open.
When you look inside, there seems to be 2 chairs, and there's space for maybe about a third person to stand behind, and that's about it. There's lots
there-
of sort of compartments and stuff, and you also notice a screen in front of you that seems to look... 2 screens that seem to look, one out of the whale's left eye, one out of the whale's right eye.
How does this whale have this inside it? How does it fit it inside? Is it like all
Science.
like no? Is it like a square, and all the organs are being shoved aside, or is it all molded around the
It
organs?
does seem to be moulded around the inside. There's a couple of buttons on the walls and stuff, but there's no obvious controls or anything.
See, I'm wondering about the spine. Like, what?
As
How skeleton?
the whole
It's right there.
The whole of the area seems to be covered in a layer of what looks like thick steel. So it looks like it sort of attaches itself to bone and just goes all the way up and round. And there's a big hole. But it looks like around the area where the hatch enters into the whale is just this very solid metal.
Huh.
Okay, so what's in all the other little compartments and stuff? You said there were some buttons, but there doesn't seem to be any controls, so presumably... Hey, Whaley, can you hear me in here?
You sound very close, yet very far away.
Nice! Okay.
Are
Yeah.
you my conscience?
Yes!
Yes.
You're doing great, dude. We're all very proud of you.
That makes a difference from the usual voice in my head.
Why, what does it
Usually
usually
it
think?
calls me an incompetent boop.
Ah,
Aww.
Kill everyone. Sorry.
Don't listen to that one, he's grumpy.
Urge to kill everyone.
well.
Eat
No,
them all.
listen to him.
No.
He's
Get
having
out
a bad
the
day. He's having a
Get out.
bad way.
Can I throw the tricycle out the whale?
Can I help pull him out?
Please don't. That is very disrespectful.
Throw it about the
Yeet.
Yeet.
I shall help.
Cocoon, it hits against the wall somewhere. Little
Well,
ding.
I was going to say we're in the pool, so he's just going to go sploosh.
Yeah, I just say.
Sink to the bottom.
I don't know if tricycles can swim.
Go
No.
fast enough, I'm sure
They
anyone
can't.
can swim.
You can at least pedal along the bottom, I suppose. So, Mr. Whaley,
Yes,
What?
conscience?
what kind of things did the last conscience ask you to do?
Oh, I had to scale the bottom of the ocean and find these large stones.
Large stones? What did they look like?
Well, I can't really describe them. My conscience just seemed to point them out at me, like over there. And I would go home.
You'd eat them.
Yes. And then there was a strange sensation in my stomach.
Like there was a stone in your stomach.
No, it was like my stomach became bigger and then small again.
So there's a storage compartment in here somewhere.
Or was it just like a minor explosion?
Right, Lottie? It's time to do what we do best. Let's do some looting.
Yay!
We're going to start going
I
through
want stuff.
go through the compartments and just start raiding the whale.
Maiden cupboard.
Chaotic bisexual duo.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh god. Right, so you look through the sections, you don't really find much. You find a couple of what looks like basic tools that look like they're there for a reason, like a couple of screwdrivers and wrenches and stuff.
Yeah, fair cut.
And
Basic boring crap.
When you move one of the chairs to see if you can adjust the seating position, one of them slides forwards to reveal a small hatch on the floor.
Oh, we're going to open it. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Alright.
Investigate.
You open the hatch and it seems to reveal what looks like a sort of inside of a whale's stomach.
Is there anything
Oh.
in the stomach?
Just lots of very foul smelling, half dissolved fish.
Mm.
Right, okay. So, now we know how it's all worked. Close the hatch.
My stomach feels strange again.
Oh,
I've just
bet!
been filled with air.
Well, maybe you need to burp.
Kind of whales burp.
They can throw up, so I assume so.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any reason that they couldn't.
Alright.
Well, for toothed whales anyway.
Okay, so they were obviously using the whale. Whale,
Yes, Conscience?
you lived in a tank, right?
Well, in the end I did. I used to be taken out for day trips.
How did they do that?
I
you go in
sort of got loaded onto a truck
Uh-huh.
and then taken to the ocean. And then my conscience would get very vocal in my ear and tell me not to swim away.
Uh-huh.
And then I'd swim down to the bottom of the ocean.
And eat
then
the rocks.
I would eat the rocks and then come back.
Oh, okay. So, when you were, like, traveling to the ocean, Whaley, do you think you could remember the way?
Well, I was sort of feeling very lightheaded at that point.
So, no.
I could try.
Good to know. Thanks, Whaley.
While this is all going on, Irwa has gone to scout around and see if they can dig up any food in the bunker that they could to the whale. Especially as it's now being so very helpful.
I don't want to go in the whale if you're going to take it out for a spin.
That's okay.
I don't want to go under the water.
That's okay. You don't need to.
I am okay. I'm already in the water, so
I'll go. Although, actually, if you want, what we could do is that I'll stay outside and I'll swim down on the outside of the whale with it.
Yeah.
As long as the
Totally.
agents don't get damaged from being completely submerged. Of course, that would be very irritating.
I'm sure I could rig something up. And I'm totally going for a ride in the whale. We just need to find the ocean first. That's the problem. I don't really fancy his chances in the water with the crab.
We're not.
whale
No way.
whale versus giant crab mecha battle.
No.
We could always throw the tricycle at the crab.
Why not? That sounds rad as hell.
No.
But it sounds really cool.
Yeah, but you'll die and then end up at the bottom of the ocean.
Stuck.
In a whale.
Ever. A dead whale.
At the
Wait,
bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
this is all very pessimistic of you all.
Yeah.
We're
remember
looking
the
out
last-
for you.
Remember the last 2 times we encountered the crab? It ate our van!
It's less pessimistic and more being right.
Realistic.
Realistic,
Whales are bigger than vans, though.
Like the whipped cream powered cannon, yes.
Was it powered by whipped cream?
Powered by spray cream. But yeah.
Look, if it works, it works.
Yep. So, what would you like to do now?
Find some fish.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out the whale and turn it off.
Yes, I would like to transmorph and climb out of the pool. I fear I may be starting to rust.
That seems like a reasonable fear.
You don't look like a fish.
I am not a fish. I am a tricycle.
Is that a type of crab?
No, it is a type of, transport.
So I shouldn't eat you then.
No, I would say that is a thing you should not do.
No, he's gonna give you a big tummy ache. I don't recommend.
Plus, my paint is potentially carcinogenic.
How is Irwaz doing at finding some fish?
You found a couple of basic fish, but not much.
Okay. Why give them to the whale?
It is tasty, but I'm still hungry.
I know, it's not very much yet. I realise this.
So, the doctor
Could
would
the
like
whale
to...
eat crackers? Just a thought.
Probably.
But they're the doc's crackers. And she already asked.
I'm pretty sure everyone's diet here just consists of Ritz crackers and nothing else.
Yeah, but right.
Okay, so the doctor would like to go to the roof of our base, or at least where we take the helicopter out, with Pumpkin. And Pumpkin can fly, because he's a drone. So she would like to send Pumpkin up and use him to scout, essentially, by sending up him like as high into the sky as you can to see what he can sort of see in the distance, to see if there's like an ocean, rather than the, because we could go to an actual beach. Oh dear.
Pumpkin does not see much. He does see one giant pool of water, but it does seem to be where the crabs are.
So it's further away. We
Have
know
got-
that somewhere near here there is a reservoir. That's not where the crab is it?
You mean the sewage reservoir?
Probably.
Because there was a reservoir which was mentioned during our escapades in the sewers.
Yes.
I mean, we have
But-
got more helicopter fuel now, so we could go for a...
I don't think you're going to get the helicopter underground somehow.
But I'm saying, like, we're looking for an ocean. or a
Right.
reservoir, so we could take a helicopter ride and see what we see.
Take a
If you're
helicopter ride in the exact opposite direction to the crabs.
Yeah, essentially.
Out of interest, Nikolai, do we have a map or something of the local area?
I don't think I've ever made one, so no.
Alright, just wondering.
You are welcome to make one if you want.
Oh god. I'm alright, thanks.
We don't really have anyone we can ask at the moment. Well, no, that's not quite true. The only people we could ask would be the nightclub owner. But I don't know if they'll have any answers for us.
They've probably gone off as well, have they not?
I
Are
don't
we
know.
like the very
We
few
never heard
people?
if they were leaving town or not.
Oh.
Nightclub owner?
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Or Jeff.
Well, Jefford.
Yes, Jeff.
We call him Jeff for short. The Damascus Club.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could certainly go ask him about ocean. And we could take the whale out.
We could. I'm just not sure if he'll have answers for us. But do we have a number to phone him? That might work better.
Can I search my Rolodex for the number for the Damascus Club?
Their yellow pages.
Your internal Yellow Pages book, yes.
No, it's like a little Rolodex, not a book.
So you like put your arm out and this like pops up and then just flicks round.
Yes.
So eventually you do find the number, yes. Are you wanting to phone them?
I have found the number for the Damascus Club. And I hand the card to someone who has a phone.
Arwa.
Okay.
Party face.
I phoned them.
Alright. So after a couple of seconds you
Damascus Club. Nick speaking.
Hello, Nick. It is, we're the security for the temporary flying DJ. I was just wondering if you would happen to know if there was an ocean nearby and how we could get to it.
Well, Ocean hasn't performed for a couple of nights, but I can ask her.
Oh, no, I mean, as in, like, the ocean where the big expanse of water where all sorts of creatures live.
Well, I've heard rumours she's got problems, but
Oh,
I meant that.
that's
Tapeworms are not the kind of creatures we're talking about here.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll see you next time we're in, okay? Thank
Right.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Are there any other numbers you would like me to search for?
That went well.
Yeah.
I think we're okay just now, thank you.
Helicopter ride. Helicopter ride.
You think it might have to be the helicopter?
We've got a feel now.
This is true.
You can take the helicopter out if you want.
Yeah, let's go for a helicopter ride. I guess I'll roll helicoptering.
Yep, roll helicoptering.
Roll to see if we don't die. Be kind.
8!
The helicopter lurches into the air.
Ah!
Hang on!
I'm
Your
assuming you're all
wild
actually inside again. Alright, so which direction are you heading?
The opposite of the crab.
Alright, so if I remember right,
Crab
the
Lake.
crab was in the...
I think it was west.
Yeah, I think it was west, yes. I think it was. Right, okay, so you're heading east.
Yeah.
Roll. Actually, let me roll and see what you get.
Okay.
19!
Hey!
After shooting in a bullet straight line for about an hour and a half, eventually you see on the horizon the line of what looks like an ocean.
Do we have enough fuel to get back at this point?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I assume that you've got the barrel and a half of fuel that you had before, so that's probably about enough for...
How do you think we got it into the helicopter fuel tank? Do you think we found a funnel or something?
I have many funnels.
It's the doctor. There's many things you can solve.
Lots of funnels. Yes.
Right, so I guess we go back and we take the whale out in the truck and head east.
Okay.
Alright,
Let's get him in the truck.
roll to land the helicopter back at the base.
Okay. Be kind, dice. 11!
Lands a bit crookedly and one of the wheels is bent quite badly, but it's a safe landing enough.
Hey!
Sweet.
Getting better, guys. Okay.
We just get out with our knees shaking, just. I
I am thankful that I do not have knees.
Your was
Yeah, me too.
rather sick.
Oh,
They're
dear.
just underwater, not flying.
Index is just quivering on the floor.
Doctor had a great time.
It's better than the time she had only one leg, so yes.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
so what are you doing now?
Do you want to take the whale to the ocean?
I guess so.
I mean, we can always just let him go free as well. I mean, I don't know what we would use a whale in the ocean for, but let's go exploring, see what Dr. Lothario was trying to look for. Load the whale back into his tank, winch him onto the back of the flatbed, and
Yep.
off we go.
Set off on an adventure to take the whale to the ocean.
Yeah. Roll for driving.
Can't take the ocean to the whale, you take the whale to the ocean.
So as it gets close to night time, you arrive at the edge of this quite large beach on the edge of the ocean.
Oh,
The air smells
guys.
very strongly of salt. What do you want to do?
Like a bonfire on the beach.
Beach party, finally!
Beach,
Huzzah!
beach, what about a beach, beach?
I
Oh,
would thank you not to call me that, Tam Tam.
Don't be silly. But yes,
We
that's
can
what I was
roast
calling it.
marshmallows, sleep out under the stars. Index is
All those
pumped,
good
guys.
things. All those good things.
Your was stretches. I could go for a little swim. Just, to make sure there's no hazards in the water. I'm gonna go for a swim.
Bye, everyone. Have fun.
And she just runs into the ocean.
Alright.
I'm going to start playing a wide variety of songs to do with the beach, because goodness knows there's enough of them on my discs. Discs? Hard drives, whatever. So I'll start
Storage media, non-specific storage media.
non-specific storage media, yeah.
I guess I'm gonna help the doctor build a bonfire. So that sounds like fun.
I will try not to rust from the salt water.
Is your paint not protective?
No,
Oh dear.
Aw, you sound so
maybe
sad.
I do not know why I agreed to come here, in all honesty.
This was a
Didn't really
huge
agree.
mistake.
You were just brought.
This was great oversight,
Poor chap.
indeed. Weep for Trikiko.
I weep for you.
Oh.
Gonna play some sad violin.
Does Irwa find anything interesting in the water?
The water seems a tad more cloudy than you expected it to be.
Okay. But it seems clean enough and etc.
For a coastline, it's about as clean as you're going to get. The water doesn't feel completely clean on your skin, but it doesn't feel as bad as you were worrying it was going to be.
Well, it's better than all the water I've found so far.
Yep. So, what are you going to do now? You've got yourself a bonfire, and Erwas has gone for a swim.
I will huddle next to the bonfire to stay dry.
Alright.
Isn't that bad for the rubber on your wheels? Being too warm.
Yeah, then I've got to catch fire at some point.
Well, he's not on top of it, guys.
Yeah, only if like you sit in the fire.
Okay. Well, I guess we want to unload the whale now. And
They're just
Oh,
been
strong.
sitting, being like still tied to the bottom of the bloody helicopter.
No, he's in his tank on the back of the truck.
Yeah, we came back, got the truck, and drove the truck to the beach.
Oh,
Yeah, with the
You
whale.
left
Because
the
we didn't have the
helicopter
whale.
Yeah.
back at the base.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
they
After the
landed
doctor
badly
landed
and
it
broke
breaking a wheel, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be luckily all survived.
Yeah, it's great fun, wasn't it, guys? Okay, so let's unload the whale and I guess try and...
In the middle of the night,
yeah.
I mean, it's going to be dark underwater regardless, right?
it depends how deep you go.
Oh yeah, does the whale have lights?
So did the whale have lights?
Headlights.
No.
Why are we so incredulous to this particular suggestion?
I mean, we could craft some, I suppose.
The headlight.
All I'm saying is if it goes for deep sea exploration, anyone with half a modicum of like sense would have put headlights on it.
He has
That is
sonar.
true.
But like the guy who's riding it doesn't.
It depends how deep they were needing to go, though. Because
Like, real
there's no light underwater at this time, but there is, like, during daylight hours, depending on how deep you go.
I'm theorizing that there's probably headlights in the whale.
You ask. Did you-
Excuse me, whale.
Did you
Do
see any
you have
mysterious light
headlights?
when you were down there?
I don't have headlights, but I can do this.
And the glow returns to his eyes, and a small light beam comes out of his eyes.
Wow, that's handy.
Does have headlights. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's put the whale in the water.
Alright, as you basically just tip this whale into the water, you notice that there's a group of people sort of standing at the edge of the sort of beach watching you at this point.
Uh-oh. We got company.
Oh.
Hey, Whaley, stay close by. Stay with Erwa.
You remind me a lot of my conscience.
I am your conscience. I'm just outside of you right now.
Trying to keep you safe.
Oh.
Yeah,
Rookie.
stay with Erwa.
Okay, so we can do now.
What are these other people on the other end of the beach doing?
Let's see what they do. They're just standing there, like, when you look over at them, some of them seem to, like, drop down onto the floor, like, trying not to be noticed. One of them just stands there looking at the rest, like, why are you lying on the floor?
Ah, that'll be the tam-tam of the group.
Pumpkin, get him!
Alright, let's
Hello?
see how they react to a flying chihuahua. They're terrified of flying chihuahua. As
Good boy!
soon as
I'm
Pumpkin
nice.
gets near, they all run.
Nice. I'm gonna keep an eye out with my scope.
How much of that has Irwa been able to notice?
Probably very little, because not actually much has happened. All you've seen is the doctor shout, Pumpkin sick him, and Pumpkin fly over and then fly back again.
With his
While the
tail
wha-
wagging, pure
While the
pleased.
whale's sitting next to you going,
I think I'm having a bit of an intellectual crisis.
Oh no!
Oh, Mr. Whale, what's wrong?
I think I've just matched the physical representation of my conscience.
Goodness
It
me!
is rather strange.
Oh, can I open up the whale and get inside?
Can I whisper to everyone and say, let's pretend like we don't see the doctor?
So mean!
No,
But
because
it's-
that'll make him feel more comfortable. Instead of thinking it's a physical manifestation, you'll just think it's a mental manifestation.
Ah yes, I'm seeing things. That's
Ah.
so much more calming.
What, then my literal conscience is now apart from me as a physical being?
An imaginary friend come to life, so yes.
is anyone joining the doctor inside the whale?
It's probably drier with less salt water, so yes.
Okay.
We're not all gonna fit in the whale.
It's alright, I can be quite compact. Trikuko, transmorph.
Okay, so how small does he go?
He goes about the size
Just
of a
tricycle size.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly the size of a tricycle.
I suppose we could put him on a shelf.
There's a whole
Yeah.
seat free if anyone wants to continue to go with the dog.
Yes, I also double up as a chair.
I suppose because
Index can go on my
Index, yeah, and Tam Tam can like hover about in the back. So yeah, we'll and Airbus is swimming, so we should all fit in then.
You all going into the whale?
Oh yeah.
I'm not Lottie's not keen on it, but she'll
Come on, it's dry in here. It's fine.
yeah, okay.
It does smell
Catch some
slightly of
really
whale.
big fish.
Yeah, but I don't want to drown. That's
Well,
I mean, if we drown, basically all of us are dead, and the whole thing will be over. So it doesn't really matter.
Whales don't drown, and so I would suggest that it is safest in the whale.
Genius! What a man.
Except the whales
Technically,
can
if all of
drown.
you drown, Irwaz survives.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
whales are
that's
pretty
true.
good at not drowning in general.
Yeah, but all it takes is one bad roll.
Yeah, but like compare it to like, I don't know, a squirrel. If you threw a squirrel in the sea, that's far more likely to drown than a whale.
Yeah,
Ergo, it would be safer to be in the whale than to be a squirrel.
To be in
I
the
guess.
squirrel.
I don't know, to be a squirrel?
Or a rat.
I haven't
Drowned
thought this
rat.
analogy out, right?
yes, this is very apparent.
listen, we're not going to drown. The most likely thing that would happen to us is that we'd all suffocate. So,
I don't breathe, so
Neither
I
do
will
I.
not drown.
No,
I
you'll
will
be
just
fine.
slowly rust over the course of about 10 or 50 years.
bully for you. Come on, whaley.
Alright, so you all get inside the whale, and Irwaz fixes the slice effectively of whale skin over the top of the hatch.
Ooh.
And then you begin to head under the water. So as you're getting deeper and deeper underwater, the whale goes,
This is very strange. I feel slightly heavier today,
That's
You had a big lunch, whaley.
and my conscience is being very quiet. It's quite peaceful.
Hey, whaley.
Would it make you feel better if I told you to kill again?
No, don't listen to
My
him.
conscience is telling me to kill again.
No, he's not.
I simply asked if it would make you feel better if I was to do that. Not that I was
Yes.
suggesting that.
Shove the fucking sock in the Transformer's mouth.
I don't have a mouth, I'm a tricycle.
Shush!
And how do you speak?
I have a
know.
bell.
Yeah. Very precise ringing of the bell, yes.
Oh, God.
He dings in Morse code.
beep, 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 beep.
I speak Morse code.
So do I.
It's like how a speaker produces sound by vibrating very specifically. I vibrate the little bell very specifically.
So we could pull the bell off, is what you were saying.
Saying
stuff a
don't
sock
do
in
that.
it.
I would say don't do that.
Yes, stuff a sock in the bell, though. That'll stop it.
Yeah, but don't. It'd be really rude.
Stop telling the whale to kill him. Kill then.
So as you descend further down, natural 20, yes. As you descend further down, eventually you come to what looks like a giant shipwreck.
Wowie zowie.
And there seems to be what looks like a very large ship with several barrels lying around outside.
oil. Fuel.
Really? Pick up those barrels.
Radioactive waste.
Wait. So
What?
Irwa goes over to the barrels and has a look at them.
Alright.
Nah, that's for suckers.
God, what a nerd. What a nerd would do.
Examining stuff before you bring it home.
Hey, I don't want you to kill our new whale friend.
You notice that some of the barrels do indeed seem to contain oil, and some of the barrels seem to contain what looks like some sort of neon yellow glowing liquid.
Does the outside of the barrel say anything?
Let's see. No, anything written on it seems to have eroded in time.
Can the whale fit inside the ship?
Only just with the hole inside of the ship.
It'd be quite difficult to then explore around in the ship.
I can
think.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because if we can find out what the ship was carrying, then we can figure out what the barrels were. Now, I'm not saying very much would have survived, but maybe something somewhere.
I will have a look.
Be safe.
Can we have a montage of Irwa going through the ship?
Yeah, do a roll 5d20 and we'll see what you find.
Do your
Ooh.
montage.
Goodness. So what does Irwaz find?
First thing Irwas finds is she finds, it looks like a tool chest that's been scavenged already, though she does find a large pair of bolt cutters.
Ooh, swiping those.
The second thing she finds seems to be an old sort of crew quarters, but it's been completely scavenged, nothing else there.
Okay.
The third place she finds seems to be full of maps and charts, and it doesn't seem to be too damaged, all things considered.
They might be worth taking.
The fourth room is full of what looks like, again, machinery and large sections of chain, which are surprisingly not as rusted as you'd expect.
Ooh.
And the one seems to be, although it's been definitely eroded substantially with time, it seems to be a ship's manifest.
Excellent. I grabbed that.
Okay.
I assume I'll need to go up to the surface to try and read these.
It's quite dark, but I suppose with the whale having his glowing eyes, you could just hold it up to the whale.
Is
And in
there not a
fairness, I'm
concern?
actually fairly okay at seeing in murky water.
I mean, you could
Is there
always
not a
get the-
concern that we are underwater and these are presumably made of paper?
Yes, but I think they're already soaked anyway. So,
That is fair. I assume they were like sealed or something.
Oh, they might be kept
Are
in
they
sealed
sealed?
plastic containers, yeah.
There
'Cause
are
if they're
some
sealed, I'll
of them are
take them
within
up
like
to the
plastic containers, which are like mostly eroded, but the water's seeped in, but it's not fully permeated, if you know what I mean.
I would rather take them to the surface then.
I was gonna say, you could always get the whale to swallow them and then we bring them inside. If we want to do some more exploring.
Do that if you want.
Or we just look at the manifest right away.
Goes
I
up to
could
the-
swallow
goes
them
up to the
and
whale.
we could go through the little hatch into the storage compartment and then retrieve them.
Yeah, if the whale swallows it, yeah.
But if it opens up while the whale's underwater, you might all drown.
I would
Some
assume there's
drowning.
some sort of seal between the stomach hatch and the nut hatch.
Are you sure?
Like we are
Yeah.
in separate compartments, aren't we?
Yeah, there was the hatch on top, which
That
we
doesn't
got
mean
in,
it's an airlock.
and then... But the whale will have a natural way to stop his stomach filling with salt water, presumably.
Yeah, but also he now has a hole with a metal hatch there
Well,
that is
he had it
decidedly not
before.
natural.
Yeah.
He had it before when the other scientists were grabbing those rocks and put.
That's
you know,
true. Okay, that's fair. Tam Tam has eased my worries.
I have. Good God, that's got to be a first.
No comment.
So what are you putting into the whale, as it were?
The paperwork.
Okay. So, does the whale
Can't imagine.
swallow it? Yes, the whale swallows it fine. Are you going to open the hatch inside and try and retrieve this?
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's see, does anything happen when you open that hatch? No, you just open the hatch and in front of you there's what looks like the paperwork covered in a little bit of whale acid.
Shake it off
Alright.
Take a bit of bicarb, it'll be fine.
and open them up and have a read at what this ship was carrying and stuff.
Okay, the ship seems to have been carrying oil into the port and seems to have been carrying waste away from the port. It looks
How long ago?
It looks about, well, considering you have no idea what year you're in at the moment, the years mentioned don't seem to mean anything to you.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought the year was 2115.
You know that from metagame.
But
We don't have
in
calendars then.
character, we
No,
don't.
you don't.
Okay, I didn't.
We
No
have a
metagaming.
calendar now. We count our years from the day that everyone had to hide in the corporations.
So it was carrying oil in and waste out.
Mm-hmm.
Does it
Okay.
say what sort of waste?
Yeah.
It says chemical experimental waste.
Ugh. Yeah, we probably do not want any of this stuff then.
It
Well,
does
doctor
look
might.
You
pretty
want to
red, glowing
use
like
it
that.
for? But no, we should take the barrels of oil because they'll be
Yeah.
the purest ones, I think.
I agree with that. I'm just very skeptical of the chemical waste.
I assume.
Although I don't think it should be in barrels under the ocean either.
Yeah, that's probably not the best place for it, is it?
No.
It's been there a while now. Any damage will be done, I guess. Okay, so the manifest details that. What was the other paperwork again that was found?
There was maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was maps and chart and the manifest.
Okay, maps and charts will just be useful to have.
What I've kept outside so far is bolt cutters and extraneous bits of machinery and chain, which could be useful.
There is quite a lot of quite large, chunky chain, like what looks like proper anchor chain,
Ooh.
like spare sections of it.
Would we have much of a use for that, do you reckon?
I'm sure the
Good.
doctor could find a use for it.
Would
That's
the
true.
whale... Right. Bear with.
Uh-oh.
Dear.
The whale is a seafaring vessel. If for
Alright.
any reason we need to leave the whale, would we need a way to secure the whale to where it is so it doesn't float off?
No.
No, because it's also, as well as being a seafaring vessel, a whale.
It
I
is
mean, I guess.
a creature.
Yeah, you can't chain it up and. We
is
just
not
rest, we,
display.
I wasn't saying chain it up, I was saying install an anchor.
And the difference between that and chaining it up is what?
we did
Semantics,
another
probably.
The anchor is on a cool winch that comes out of it, and also
And it's connected
Ask
by
him
chain.
To
Have you secured
he's
your
allowed to
whale?
go everywhere, but if he hears the music playing, aka the weird siren, he has to come back here.
Question.
teach us.
I mean,
you wouldn't
Question.
download a whale.
it's all well and good
Oh my
letting him
God.
out into the wild, but can he even fend for himself?
Well, this is a problem. We don't know if he'd be able to catch his own food.
We don't know if he'd be able to have the sense to swim away from things that might eat him.
I mean,
I also imagine he's quite slow relative to other whales having like brooms in him.
I suspect
thought you meant
even
as in-
mythical sharks would have trouble taking much of a bite out of this one, since he's the size of a baleen whale with teeth.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, but if he's slow and can't catch anything, he'll still starve.
This is true, and this is one thing
Are
I...
krill particularly fast?
Yeah, but he's not
he's
a
only an
baleen
hour
whale.
and a half away to drive, so it's not like we can't come visit.
He's not a baleen whale though. He doesn't eat krill.
Oh,
He's a toothed whale.
that's true. I completely glossed over that.
He
Like a-
eats crabs and probably squid.
The two. Oh, squid would be perfect for him.
Why are they slow?
They're
Oh.
Just
excellent.
Okay, how about this? Why don't we have a swim about in the whale, see if there's things that he can eat down here, and teach him how to hunt at the same time?
Gosh, that's a lot of stuff to do in
Do-
one day.
any of us know how to hunt underwater?
Hi,
Dumb question.
I'm
Yes,
a
hello.
fucking
I
tuna.
realized as soon as I said it.
I grew up underwater.
Right, Wheelie, swallow some of those oil barrels, and then we'll take you out for some fish, or squid, or whatever. Sound good, Wheelie?
Let's see. He
What was
swallows
that?
about 3 barrels in one massive gulp.
My goodness.
Do we have rooms for them in the hatch where we are?
I'm
Probably
sure you can
not.
make room for 3 barrels, yes?
Yeah, we're like we
It's
can
a bit
up
cramped
now.
in there.
Yeah.
Wait, he does have a separate storage compartment, to be fair. I don't know why we're bringing it in with us. But also, I've just come up with a solution to solve the potential of him being too slow to catch prey. I mean, he's already got lights, he's already got rooms with seats in them, and viewing windows. What difference would a couple of harpoons make?
Hmm.
I need to install them.
Yeah, but I'm saying it would make him self-sufficient.
How would he reload them, as it were?
I mean,
The
you
little
could always
winch,
give them claws.
Like, I would suggest that the harpoons don't, like, they have like a rope or a chain, and then they just get pulled back in with a winch.
Hmm.
Rewind them back in.
Anyone else got thoughts
And
on
then he has an air pump that he uses to cool drinks or fire the
Oh
harpoon.
dear.
that? You're really set on that air pump, aren't you?
How about we get rid of like the oil barrels and things, and then you all come out of him, and then I take him to hunt, and we'll see if he can hunt or not.
Yeah, we can have a
Because
beach
I
party.
will rust
Yeah,
and
we can have
everyone else
barbecue.
will drown.
Sounds fun. Let's go do that.
I won't
I don't have
need the
barbecue.
rest of you flailing underwater to teach him to hunt.
Yeah.
That looks tasty.
Well, it looks tasty.
The barrels, probably.
If you look straight ahead of you, you see coming out of the wreck of the ship, you see a very long black tentacle coming towards you.
Swim
Yum, yum.
away!
Yum yums.
Swim away!
Swim away!
No, this is the perfect opportunity for him to learn to hunt.
I'm in two minds whether to eat the tentacle or to run away.
Swim away!
Eat the tentacle, it is probably
Swim away!
delicious.
Swim
Eat
away!
the tentacle, it is probably delicious.
Index, sock him.
Wheelie, come with me. Follow me.
Wheelie, go with
Well,
Irwa.
begrudgingly
going to-
decides to not chew the tentacle.
Oh.
No, it keeps
That's
turning
better.
round every so often to look at it as it's getting closer and closer towards him. And you,
I
you notice
know.
the one snaking out, another two begin snaking out from deeper in the wreck.
Swim faster, Wheelie. That's gonna eat you. Swim faster. Look how fast Irwa's
It has
swimming.
no mouth.
Yeah.
It might hurt you. We don't want you to get hurt.
It'll crush you.
Oh well.
Begins.
It looks really juicy and probably really tasty.
You're not
No way.
helping.
The whale
Right.
stopping and looking round at it like,
It does look
We
tasty.
have-
No.
You always
no,
have the angel,
no,
and you've got to
no.
have the devil on the other soldier shoulder, and I'm
On the
just
other
fulfilling that
soldier.
necessary role.
Or you just
shoulder.
saying it's not angel and devil though. It's good idea and bad idea.
Yeah.
We wanted to teach him how to hunt, didn't we?
Aye, but I wanted him to survive his first lesson.
Yeah, it's his first outing as a whale.
When
Not while
you
we're in
want
him.
Yeah.
When you
that's
want
true.
babies to learn to swim, you just throw them in a pool or a lake or something.
No,
The
you
whale
don't.
already knows how
Right,
to
We're
swim.
never
No, you-
leaving any child alone with you, are we?
No.
I mean,
God.
I don't want you to leave us alone with any children if it comes to it. But like,
Good.
That's fine. Neither do I.
that's the thing. You throw them in the sea,
No,
or
you
like a
don't.
body of water, and they just swim,
No.
No.
or at least float.
No.
No.
You're incorrect.
Impossible.
Today I taught my laptop to swim.
Come on, Whaley. Let's get us to the shore, and then you and Irwa can go and hunt some lovely, lovely fish, eh?
I do like the sound of that.
Yeah, lovely, lovely fish. Yum, yum, yum. Much better than some weird, wiggly black thing that no doubt tastes like ass. Tasty, tasty fish.
So the
Tasty, tasty ass. Sorry.
God damn it, Barry.
They don't know your secret shame, but I do.
Oh god. So the whale returns to the shore, and as it returns to the shore, you notice the people that you were chased off before are sort of looking over your vehicle quite confused.
Pumpkin, sick 'em.
Is Pumpkin in the whale with you? I'm not sure.
No, Pumpkin probably was left behind, considering how many of us were trying to fit in.
Oh, I was just imagining Pumpkin like popping out of the blowhole.
Lodging. Flying out the whale's mouth.
Yep.
Put him in the stomach. Go, Pumpkin.
Sick of
No, I assume we're only seeing these guys as we start getting out the hatch.
So as you draw back up on your whale, and Pumpkin chases these people back off again. So, are you sort of unloading the barrels from this whale?
Yeah.
Alright, so you now have 3 barrels of oil.
Sweet. And it's like proper oil.
Yep, so
Not
the barrels are
crap
slightly
oil.
rusted from being under the sea for so long.
That's right.
That's okay.
Buff that off.
And as the global surveillance satellite moves out of range, we lose sight and sound, for now. Hopefully signal will return again soon. Until then, the cast of 2115 were Amy, Belry, Dragon, John, Rowan, Susie, Tom and Nikolai. With music by Daniel Bostrom and artwork by John Moore. All tales and experiences within 2115 were created by Nikolai Popsky before being broken and reshaped by the cast into an eternal sense of hopeless dystopia. But if the threat of eternal dystopia looms in your future, comfort yourself with the finest icosahedrons in the land from dndice.co.uk, where the name Penance RPG at checkout will shave 10% off your order and make that fear lessen, at least for a while. Penance RPG exists only through the kind support of patrons and quiet sobbing into the void. If you would like to assist in the balance of support versus our crying hungrily in the fetal position, come to patreon.com/penancerpg and choose one of our epic rewards. We are eternally grateful for any support you could give. Farewell for now, and remember, smile! It might never happen!
Alright.
But I should probably get my brakes checked soon.
You've just had your MOT. Did they not check your brakes then?
They said they were okay for now, but I should keep an eye on them.
Do tricycles have brakes?
Yes,
Hope so.
probably.
And of course it does.
But am I motorized or are my pedals motorized? There is the question.
It's your character.
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna
you've
say-
got pedals. Can you move under your own steam, or do you need someone?
That's what I'm saying.
Cycling.
Like, I can move the pedals, but the wheels themselves aren't motorized. I have to move my own pedals.
God.
Oh god, okay.
But, like, it's easier if someone else does it.
Because you're lazy.
Because it's hard work.
Because he has to spend
Like,
all the
I'm-
energy on his tassels.
When I'm like, there's a bike, I don't have legs to move them. I've just got to make them move. Like, it doesn't come natural to people. Even if those people are literally born as a tricycle person.
Sure.
Were you born as a tricycle person?
Yeah,
So you weren't built, you were born.
yeah. All transmorphers are born.
Transmorphers. So we get
Yes.
copyright.
Out of little, like, mechanical hours. They, like, come out.
Right, okay.
I don't know.
Influx of oil and this sort of squirted out from the thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's really messy.
Yeah. Alright, so
The gardener said I was the messiest he'd ever seen.
the gardener?
Well, yeah, because they come from plants. It's like what we call our midwives.
Oh, okay.
But mechanical plants. Robot plants.
So you were born of a mechanical plant.
Yes. Like all transmorphers. TM.
So, now we have all that information about transmorphers.
Tam needs to play some appropriate underwater shipwreck exploring montage music.
I know. I'm trying.
Echo the dolphin.
I'm just trying to think. You know what the best kind of music would be. You know, it's hard.
What's the song from Knobs and Broomsticks about them being under the sea?
I'm not a very musical person IRL, so this is like really, really taxing. This whole character has been really taxing the whole time. I've been really racking my brains to come up with like musical things the whole time. It's really quite difficult.
Good challenge.
This is why I said echo the dolphin.
Yes, whatever that is. That one.
A rather terrifying film
Yeah.
about a dolphin who goes into space.
Beautiful briny sea.
Oh god, yes. I'm thinking of Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Oh god. We have you singing that on
Under
episode of
the
Perfect Memory.
sea.
Do we?
Yes.
That's
At the bottom of the beautiful briny sea. I don't know.
Under the sea
Ah,
from The Little
yes.
Mermaid.
I like that one. That's
What? A chance to get a better peep.
Is
Alright.
that
This
from
is the thing.
Chitty Bang Bang?
And creatures of the deep, it's ground. I remember the song now. When you're walking on the sand. It's Bedknobs and Sticks, by the way. An absolute classic.
Hmm. You know what? Let's do the whales hunting next week. And we'll carry on from there with this whale. And we get a full fucking whale arc out of it.
Yeah.
So,
And mysterious people on the beach.
and mysterious people on the beach and whales. So, does anyone have anything you wish to add before we stop?
So what you're saying is next week is going
Free
to be a proper.
Shamu.
It's going to be a proper beach party.
Hmm.
Yes.
Finally.
Beach party in Wales.
We're gonna have a barbecue.
It's going to be so much fun.
So, anyone have anything final they wish to add before we stop?
I'm not judging you, Whale. I just know.
Keep your
How
thing
does
to
he
yourself.
know my secrets?
Because I am your conscience, Whale.
No, he's not.
No, no, don't
I
use
am
that
going
voice.
to put the sock on the bell so this robot cannot talk.
Oh god. Okay.